You remembered something, didn't you?
I don't know what's real and what's not.
Well, maybe I can help you sort this out.
Don't you get it? I don't want to remember anymore. At all. You know, you want to find a sex partner, why don't you get one that doesn't work for your husband?
This is getting old fast.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah, Dominic, I know that you're attracted to me. Why don't you stop fighting it?
You know what? The concept of a bullet in the head is a real turnoff.
I won't tell if you won't.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Why do you have to sleep with me?
You remind me of Sonny.
In what universe do I remind you of Sonny?
You both have a certain attitude, a presence, you know? There's just a way about you.
Yeah, I mean, we're both on the short side. We both have brown eyes, but that's pretty much the extent of it. Not to be indelicate, but how does any of that matter in bed?
Sonny's a challenge. So are you. I like that in a man.
How about we talk about the ways we're different? Starting with, I'm a rank-and-file soldier and Sonny's the guy in charge.
That's why I want you.
Well, I don't follow.
Okay, that doesn't matter. I control you, Dominic. And you're gonna do what I want, or I'm gonna tell Sonny that you're Dante Falconeri.
So you keep threatening?
Yeah, you don't think I will? You think I'm bluffing? Why don't I go downstairs right now and tell him?
When you start yelling and losing it like that, you gotta work on controlling those impulses.
I can't control any of it. I can't control how I feel, what I'm remembering. I can't shut it down.
Then let it come. Like I said, it's best not to fight the
You
men.
don't get it.
I'm trying, Michael!
No, you're treating me like everybody else. I feel like I'm some kind of freaking lab experiment. You know, everybody's just hovering around me, studying me, trying to make sense of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But why don't you just leave me the hell alone?
If you tell Sonny I'm Olivia Falconeri's son, I'll tell him you were hitting on me.
I'll tell him you're lying.
Oh, and your husband knows you are such an honest woman.
Well, see, the thing is, I can prove my accusations, and you can't, so who do you think he's gonna believe, really?
Look, maybe we should try and work out some kind of a compromise.
Nice try. I'm holding all the cards here. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. In fact, it could be quite enjoyable.
You know, what are you addicted to risk?
Oh, and you're not?
No, I'm not crazy enough to sleep with you when your husband is downstairs.
Okay, fine. Fine. We have to be discreet. I'll get a room at the Cosmopolitan for tomorrow night.
You really got to start asking yourself if this is all really worth it.
I know that it is, so you just be prepared to accommodate me in every possible way. How'd it go with Michael?
Not well.
He seemed kind of defensive and angry when he was here.
Another way we're alike. I never gone through what Michael, is going through, but I've come close enough. People saying just wait, be patient, and then everybody's sitting around just waiting for you to get better. Going through a lot of pressure, and I've been there.
Would you tell him that?
Yeah, I thought I was getting through to him, and then he started having these flashbacks of the coma, and he blew up.
Wouldn't you? I mean, if somebody was constantly, all these people trying to get you to remember some dream you had months ago. I mean, dreams, they're vivid when you first wake up, and then they start to fade slowly. It's got to be making him crazy.
I'm his father. I should be able to help him.
But you're a good father.
I don't know.
Sonny.
Sometimes I question whether I'm a good father or a bad father, whatever.
You know what? You're a great father. You love your children, and you are there for them no matter what they're going through. What else could they ask for, really?
You still think you're pregnant, don't you?
It's kind of stressful not knowing. I'm glad Dominic's leaving. So that's one deluxe room for tomorrow night. And you're gonna put it on my credit card, right? Okay, good. I'll see you down. See you then. Hey, Michael. Glad you're back. Your dad is worried about you.
I went off on him for no reason. I came back to apologize.
He's just trying to help. You know that?
I know. You know, it's just that anytime the coma thing comes up, I have a short fuse.
Yeah, he gets that. He's not trying to push you. He's not.
But I don't want him to feel like he has to walk on eggshells around me.
So tell him that.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not trying to get in the middle of your relationship with your father. I'm a neutral party. Maybe I can be helpful. I know that you guys love each other. You should just keep trying to connect. You're gonna get through this, Michael, and it would be a lot easier if you let your dad help, that's all.
Yeah, but whenever the coma or the shooting comes up, he blames himself. Like it was somehow his fault that someone was trying to kill him and hit me instead.
Claudia told me you're leaving.
Yeah, I was going to come down and tell you. Look, I really appreciate you letting me stay here while I was healing, but I think it's time to go. I don't want to overstay my welcome.
I've had some concerns about your work lately, but I will always be grateful for what you did, you know, saving my son's life. You know?
Yeah. What was I going to do? Just stand and watch?
A lot of people would have done that. But you saw that car barreling down on my son, and you didn't hesitate. You pushed him out of the way, and you got hit yourself. Any other circumstance, I'd let you stay here. But it's just as well you're leaving, given the situation with Claudia.
You're right, your dad does feel guilty about you getting shoved.
But I don't blame him at all.
Then why don't you show him that? By putting it behind you, instead of focusing on what you do or you don't remember from when you were in a coma. Just let it be over. Focus on the life that you have ahead of you. It would be good for you, and it would be great for Sonny.
It's crazy. But I feel like, you're the only person who really gets how I feel.
I need to speak to Claudia privately.
Hey, we were just talking. It's no big deal. Fine.
I don't want you talking to Michael.
Yeah, I think Michael got that loud and clear. He's 17 years old, Jason. He can talk to who he wants to.
That's not going to be a problem for much longer. Ian Devlin, the man who shot Michael, recorded all of his business conversations.
So?
Including the one he had with you, Claudia. And it's about the hit where Michael got shot. I know I'm not exactly one of Claudia's favorite people.
That's not the problem.
Is it something I should know?
I'm going to give you a piece of advice. You didn't ask for it, you probably don't want to know.
Try me.
You seem like an ambitious type of guy, the kind of guy who goes, after a goal, doesn't stop till you achieve it. Kind of reminds me of myself. If you advance in the business and you become the powerful boss you want to be, don't ever get married. Don't ever have kids. You know why? Because you can't give them a decent life.
I happen to think your kids are pretty great.
Fantastic. But no thanks to me. And I know that sounds hypocritical coming from a man who's been married several times and has 3 kids, but I learned the truth the hard way. That's why I'm not going to give Claudia another baby.
Claudia wants a baby.
There's a slight chance she might be pregnant. If she isn't, that's it. We'll never have a child.